Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday night. Welcome to my Zen Den. It is so good to be here, and I have got a resolution tonight. Things are going to go well. We're not going to have any technical difficulties. I have cleared the cache on my phone. It is not going to die on us. I'm going to make the card correctly. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Tonight, I'm resolved. It's going to be good. I'm only making one card for a reason. It's not going to go bad. Oh, okay. So I have a really cute fun fold for you. That's really hard to say. That's a lot of F's. A really cute fun fold for you. It is not too difficult. I tend to stay away from fun folds because I find them hard to write in. This one, however, is not hard to write in. And it's not tricky for a recipient to open, which is something that that's the reason I tend to stay away from them. I like them. I think they're very cool. I appreciate them, but I just kind of tend to stay away from them. But this one, I think you're going to like, and I really, really like it, and it's not tricky. So let's flip the camera around, and we're going to get started on some crafting. Hold on one second. All right. Let's see what we can do here. So far, so good. I'm like nervous this time. Okay, so here's the list of ingredients, which looks like a lot, but it's really not. It's basically about the same amount of materials and paper. It's just cut a little different. So let's start from the top. We're going to need a piece of Granny Apple Green. That's 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then we're going to need a piece of Coastal Cabana, and that's just 1/4 inch smaller on each side. So it's 4 by 5 1/4. Then we're going to need a second piece of Coastal Cabana. This one is 5.5 by 4 1/4, so a full panel. And it's going to be scored down the middle right here at 2 3/4. So right down in half, okay? Then I've got a piece of Designer Series paper, and this is, let's see here, 5.5 by 5. And it's scored on the 5.5 edge at 3.75. And I haven't done that yet. I'm going to show you quick. And this is from the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. This is free with a $100 purchase from through Celebration. Now I'm going to tell you, when you score Designer Series paper, it's not like scoring cardstock. Cardstock you can push down on pretty, like, use some muscles, right? Designer Series paper is a thinner paper. It's not as heavy. So you need to kind of just do it lightly. Don't go all great guns. Otherwise, it is going to tear on you. So 3 3/3 on the 5.5 inch side. Okay. And then 2 pieces of basic white, 4 by 2.5. Okay. So let's get into, and you're going to need a scrap of basic white also. And I'm going to grab a scrap. Let's see here. This one should work. Okay. And I've got some other cards. I've been going crazy with this design because I've been having so much fun with it. So let's get into it here. And you're going to want a piece of Designer Series paper, I should tell you, that you like both sides. So that Dandy Designs Designer Series paper pack through Celebration is phenomenal. It is like all my favorite colors. It's so bright and so cheery and so happy. It just makes me happy. So let's build our card here. I'm going to layer up my Coastal Cabana on, did you see me just flip over a blank piece of paper? I did. Layer that piece of Coastal Cabana on top of the Granny Apple Green, like that. Just center it all the way around. Do the same thing. So now your piece of Designer Series paper is going to be centered right on top of that Coastal Cabana. So let's do that. Are y'all still with me? Yep, I can see myself moving up on my phone. I don't watch my phone while I'm creating. My goodness, I have a hard enough time creating sometimes. I can't watch comments too. Okay, so now we're going to fold our piece of Coastal Cabana. And this is going to sit on here like this. gonna be so cute. Okay, let's make the front of our card. I'm using an oldie but a goodie, Dragonfly Garden. It is still in the annual catalog. I just love this stamp set, and I know some of you are probably sick of me using it, but I love this stamp set. It just makes me happy. And that's what we're after, right? Is making people happy. So we are going, apparently making me happy. I'm going to stamp my dragonfly on my scratch paper because I'm going to be punching it out. So I'm going to be using Memento ink. And just stamping it right down on there. Get a nice, good impression, okay? While I'm letting that dry, because I'm going to color this with some blends, I'm going to be using, here again, light Granny Apple Green and light Pool Party. There is not a Coastal Cabana blend, so we're going to be using Pool Party in the place of that. You won't be able to tell the difference, I promise. I almost got a little smudge there, so we're going to turn that over. I'm going to use the sentiment, may good things grow all year long. And I'm just going to stamp that right down on the 1/2 of my front panel. This is what's going to be my front panel. Okay, so let's color this guy in. I'm going to be using my wider tip. And I'm just coloring the inside part of the wings. It's a super simple coloring job here. And then I'm going to be taking my light Granny Apple Green, take that big tip also, and I'm going to color that in. I think I'm going to go back and blend that a little bit more with that Pool Party, just to get kind of, so it doesn't look like such a definite line. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? That is like the simplest coloring ever. It's so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to take my punch and punch this guy out. This is probably the most used punch ever. I make so many Dragonfly cards. Love them. I just love them. Okay, so let's assemble our card here. So this is going to go on the inside. If you wanted to stamp happy birthday or something like that, you totally could. Or you can leave it blank like I'm going to do, so I can write a note inside of my card. Okay. And then this on the back is going to get a little bit of adhesive. And I'm just centering it inside of here. Kind of handy that I've got these dots here so I can be exactly straight. So then this is going to fold up and this is going to fold down, and that's going to be your card, what it looks like. Okay, so let's adhere my panel on the front here, just like that. And then I'm going to take a couple of dimensionals here. I think 2 should really be enough. I like it that way. Yeah, it's got to go that way. Just like that. Isn't that cute? I'm going to add some sparkle though, because everything is better with sparkle. So I've got my Wink of Stella, and this adds just the perfect amount of sparkle to these wings. Makes them seem even a little bit more translucent, maybe? Is that the word I'm looking for? And I don't know the name of this fun fold because I am terrible with names of fun folds. So, and then of course we need some bling. So let's grab, I'm just using rhinestone, basic rhinestone jewels because they go with everything. And I think 3 ought to do it. Is that not, seriously, that's a cute fun fold. That is like so easy. So there are, if you want to take a screenshot of the dimensions and everything, I've got a few more to show you. So there's this one. And then I thought about oh, we could do a gnome. So this is the new gnomes from the spring catalog. Same paper. And something to keep in mind is which direction you want your paper to go. I kind of cut it the wrong way. So this one has it sideways, but still cute, I think. So there's that. And then I thought, while I was going with the punches, this punch is no longer available, but I thought, oh, it'd make a cute little St. Patrick's Day card. So I thought that one was super fun. And then, of course, I had to do a Harley card, a motorcycle card. And this, again, that designer series paper that comes with that suite. I thought that was super sweet. All the dimensions and everything are the same on these cards as the first card that I just showed you. And then I think my favorite is my Easter Bunny card, because look, he's got a cotton tail. I went and got a Q-tip and I put just a little dot of glue and I gave him a cotton tail. So cute. This paper is actually from the teacup set that's in the annual catalog. I thought it was super sweet for a spring Easter card. So this punch is also not available right now. It will be coming back in stock, but it's not in stock as of right now. Same with the gnome dies. If you bought the dies from the Christmas catalog, they work with the stamps that are in the spring catalog, but the dies are out right now. But so those are that's my card. That was quick because I'm a little scared. So I'm going to flip you back to say goodbye and hope, well, see, here we go. Okay, I flipped the wrong one. That's okay. It's going to work. It's all going to work. I almost touched finish. It worked. Okay, so I have a couple of reminders for you. First reminder is celebration ends in 11 days. So February 28th is the last day of celebration. If you are looking at getting some free goodies, I would act sooner rather than later. The Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper is already gone in North America. I don't know about Canada and the other places. I guess Canada is North America. That was like that was the best thing I've ever said. Anyhow, in Europe, in New Zealand, and Australia, that might still be available. In the United States, it is not. So if you will have your eyes on some of the celebration goodies, I would act sooner rather than later. Again, the Dainty Flowers is out. So other than that, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I have allotted time for scrapbooking. I haven't been scrapbooking since before summer, so I have got a lot to catch up on. And that's how I started this whole thing. So I have to scrapbook. I don't have to. I'm going to scrapbook this weekend. So I hope you have a great one, and I will see you again next Friday night. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.